All right, today is January 28th. The rundown. We're live in Arizona again in Dustin Pedroia's backyard. It's 77 and sunny. So for all you people under 3 feet of snow, I keep hearing you complain. I feel you. My heart is with you. My thoughts are with you. So have a beer and just relax and hope the power comes back on. All right, let's get right into today's rundown. We're going to go back to Deflategate. I did media day yesterday. I attacked the media. Dustin, what are your thoughts? Let's start with, do you think the Pats cheated?
No, I don't.
So you don't think there's anything to them deflating the footballs? None of it?
No, I mean, he picked out his footballs and he gave them to whoever he gave them. And then I hear the guy went in the bathroom. What's the bathroom?
90 seconds.
Could you deflate 12 footballs in 90 seconds?
You speak up. I have a hard time going to the bathroom. And
Hank just ordered you to speak up.
Me?
Yeah.
All right, man. I have a hard time going to the bathroom in 90 seconds. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
I mean, he's not pulling balls out and, you know, come on.
What about, all right, so you don't think they cheated? I don't think they cheated either because I don't think Kraft,
I don't think it matters.
that was the next question. What do you think of all the people who are acting like this is a terrorist attack, basically, if they did, making it seem like it's the end of the world if they did deflate balls? Do you care?
No, no. I don't. No, it doesn't matter. I mean, I heard Aaron Rodgers likes the ball overinflated.
Aaron Rodgers likes his balls pumped to a high level.
So I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like baseball. I'm sure, you know, everybody. You know, when I go out and play defense and it's cold, I'll always have pine tar on my hip or somewhere so I could, you know, make sure I'm not launching balls. You know what I mean? It's not.
Is that illegal?
No. I mean, I'm not a pitcher.
Right.
You know?
But for baseball, it's a fair analogy because people keep doing this. I brought up the George Brett, you know, when he had the pine tar on the bat, and it was illegal, but it didn't help you, and they actually changed the rule. And we had this debate. Remember, and I'm going to butcher his name, and people get all over my ass. Pinata.
Yeah. Michael Pinata.
Oh, Pineda?
Yeah, when he came out and the pine tar all over his face. Now, for me, like pitchers, if I understood that, pitchers actually can't do that. It was just he was so aggressive with it, like that it had to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't want anybody to go out there and have it slip out at 98, hit me in the head.
Right.
You know, if he needs to put pine tar on his hand, it's not gonna make the ball move, you know, that much or anything like that. So if everybody's, you know, needs to use it, just don't put a glob so where, you know, everybody in the world can see it. I mean, if you gotta, you know, need a grip and wipe your pants or whatever and get a grip and so you can pitch and it won't slip, then go ahead. So I don't think it matters if it. I mean, I heard you can't even tell the difference in a football.
Not for one. I did it yesterday at media day. I could kind of tell, but it was. I don't know how it would be an advantage from what I could.
Well, you could grip it harder.
Yeah.
Wasn't Brady 9 for 9 in the second half with a?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually a disadvantage.
Yeah. No. In this case it was. And speaking, you're wearing the Brady shirt. You're from California. You said you're a Niners fan, so.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been playing for the Red Sox long enough to, and seen and met some of those guys that. With the pass, man.
Okay, that's all.
Joe Montana shut it down.
What do you think quickly about the new Niners coach?
What do I think quickly?
Yeah, because I mean, you could just say he's a clown and we could move on, but you can say whatever you want.
We'll see.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Yeah, because I mean, you're going from Harbaugh, who I love, even though he's now a Michigan man, to it was a tough first interview for Tom Sula.
What about, and you asked me about this, I went on and I murdered Felger and Maz yesterday. I mean, I put them through 20 minutes of hell, just like I said I was going to. You asked, do you like them? And what you said, they're always negative, which is they are, which is why I had to go on there and murder them. Nobody knows Boston sports media better than you. And as a side note, we're going to get into that because when you first came up, that's when, am I getting this?
Yeah.
Right, the Laser Show quote came out?
Well, that's been since birth, but it happened. I said that in 2010.
All right, so the original one.
Yeah, I got buried when I was my rookie year, 2007.
Yeah, and you struggled in the beginning, and then you told everybody to relax, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
And then the Laser Show relax thing.
That was Ortiz was struggling, and they were on him.
Yeah, and you said the same thing. And then I think, I mean, between you and I don't think anybody even knows what Laser Show relax means unless I jumped on it and made it like.
It's all you.
We were in the car over here, and he's like, "All right, what topics should we go?" And then the first thing he said was, "I invented Laser Show."
Yeah.
Right?
He invented Laser Show.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you just busting my balls? Or you agreeing?
No, I'm agreeing with you.
See,
you made it humongous.
Right. That right there is what
you made it big. I mean,
you
said.
Let's
Let's be honest. In Woodland, California, it was a laser show for a long time.
Yep.
And then you just took it worldwide.
I saw your quote. I read the quote. I'm like, that's the best quote I've ever heard. We published the video, made the T-shirt, and everybody started saying,
"Yeah, jumping on."
Right. Yeah, which is fine. That's like they hate us because they ain't us. I know I didn't invent they hate us because they ain't us. I just put it on a T-shirt and then made it big. So that's what people got to understand. Back to I get sidetracked. People are always up my ass. They're like, you're trying to take credit for everything. It's like, whatever, dude. Right. The Boston media. Back to that. What are your thoughts on it? I mean, we don't like Dan Shaughnessy. We think he's one of those guys who's like, he wants you guys to fail so he can write shit. Like, we'll kill you when you're bad. We were all over you guys this year, but nobody wants you guys to win more than us, and we're with you. What are your thoughts? Do you think the media roots against you?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think deep down in they want us to win. I think playing there, you got to be honest. You know, if you have a tough time, you got to tell them, hey, man, I stink. I'm not good. If you try to go around it, whatever, then yeah, you're gonna have trouble. But I mean, you know, the hard part is we play 162 games. So you know, football, 16 games, whatever. You only have to deal with them, a certain amount of time. It's every day. So I think some guys get frustrated with that, but all the guys, I mean, I think that in baseball, you play so many games, you think they're negative all the time, but they're really not. You know, you just hear, the parts where if you're struggling throughout the year, you just hear what they say then. You don't really hear what they say, from games 30 to 60 or whatever. You kind of ignore it. So, as long as you're honest and play hard, I think they want you to do good.
Big Cat, you got anything on this? You're just a Chicago guy living the Midwestern soft-ass life.
I actually have a question now that you said about the baseball season. Because I think this is a hypothetical that's actually thrown out there a lot with Stoolies, because we're all just regular, Joe Schmoes that aren't professional athletes. If you could play any pro sport, take away the fact that you're a pro baseball player right now, what would you pick? You can pick baseball again, but I'm just asking, knowing I always think that the season for baseball is such a grind. I'd rather be a basketball player.
Yeah, I'd rather be. If I could do anything, I'd be a basketball player.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
I grew up liking the Kings, Mitch Richmond. I'd love.
You guys got jobs against the Lakers. Yeah.
The answer is professional golfer. I mean, that's not.
But we're not. We're talking about real the four major sports.
That,
we're not talking about country club sports.
No.
It's an aggressive statement then. Speaking of aggressive statements, I at one point, so on Barstool we did what blogger would you be, and people answered trivia questions, and then you did some math that probably didn't work, and then figured out who you matched up with. I tried to do it for the Red Sox players. I couldn't get enough responses. Middlebrooks, Jenny Dell probably didn't let Middlebrooks reply to us. So we didn't get all the answers. We did get yours, and one stuck out. It was a simple question of what concert would you go to if you could go to any concert? And you wrote back, I've never been to a concert, which for a grown man is the strangest thing I've ever heard.
It's embarrassing.
So you were telling us you've been to one, you haven't? What?
Yeah, I went to one. I thought I was being a nice guy. I was going to take my wife to this, we just got married, this Keith Urban concert. Just he sang the wedding song or whatever.
Your first dance song?
Yes.
Which was what? Oh,
way to go on that.
Wow, Davey Page is blowing it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. But so anyways, I got tickets, and come to find out it was Toby Keith.
Oh.
Wrong guy.
Wrong guy, first off. So I'm up there watching, I'm like, man, this guy looks just like Adam Dunn. This is weird.
Adam Dunn, the
baseball player.
Yeah, identical. And I'm like, man, I don't think this is the guy. There's 4 trucks everywhere. This is awesome. One of our pitchers breaks his ankle on a bottle, so it kind of ended the concert soon. But I think it was the thought that counts. But that's the only concert I've been to. And now that you call me out, I don't know my wedding song.
What was the wedding song?
What do you got?
Wait,
you don't know either.
What? Yes, that.
Making Memories of Us.
So you were at this concert.
Way too long, obviously.
So
need to pick a song with at least 3 minutes, because my dance skills, slow dancing skills. I mean, if you want me to break dance, we could do that, whatever. But slow dance, I was awkward.
I would picture you as a middle school slow dance guy. Maybe hands around the hips,
sneak a grab at the. No, it was
a mean
tough.
thing to say. We're in the guy's pool.
He said it first. He's like, I'm not a good.
Yeah, but that took it too far.
All right. Sticking with weird Pedroia facts, the original idea that we were going to do, which never happened. I don't want to say you bailed on it because we're in your pool, but we're going to go Sasquatch hunting because you legitimately think Bigfoot's out there. We're supposed to go in the Arizona woods and go find him. Tell us about that you think he exists.
I mean, I grew up in Northern California. My dad took me up there to, you drive through the big redwood trees and stuff. They got Bigfoot signs everywhere. Harry and the Hendersons, you know what I mean?
Harry Henderson's great.
Have you ever seen him?
No, that's why we need to go.
Okay. But you don't believe in him?
Yeah, what do you think?
I don't think Bigfoot exists.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Because I think there's just too many cameras out there now, they find them.
That's the point. There's so many pieces of the woods and things that haven't been discovered.
What about the Loch Ness Monster?
Oh, 100% exists.
I don't know about that.
What about ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I just actually went to dinner with my buddy last night, said he saw him for like 10 years. Like, hey, did you tell anybody about this?
Oh, what?
He said he saw ghosts as a kid.
Yeah?
He was 10 years old, and I'm like, did you tell anybody about this?
Yeah.
He goes, no. I'm like, that explains, like, it's kind of...
Yeah, I don't trust people that don't believe in ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts, but I saw a UFO.
You did?
For real.
Where?
I was parked outside with a girl outside a football field, and this thing came up over the car, and it went straight and then it reversed like 1,000 miles per hour. It couldn't have been a plane.
Did you report it?
I don't report it. No. All right.
Snitches get stitches.
What? Here's a question. Now, Pacquiao, Mayweather, that's the next subject here. They were at the Heat game. Was it the Heat game last night?
Yep.
Clearly a PR stunt. They're going to finally fight. By the way, Pacquiao, Mayweather, I borderline don't care about this. You're like 10 years way too late for this fight. When everyone wanted to see it, you were too big of pussies and you wouldn't fight. But that's not even the point of this one. A long-going debate here is this guy, and he's dead serious, says if he had a one-on-one with Mayweather in which you trade punches, you have to let each other punch you in the face, Mayweather would fall before he would.
How much do you weigh?
230 right now.
And you
can't. You got your hands on your side.
Yeah, I know.
You can crow hop. You can do whatever. You go put it all into it
first.
We flip a coin.
I mean, how much does he weigh?
Like 155. Yeah, 145. I think he's 145.
I mean, that's his job to get hit. I mean, he's pretty good at not getting hit.
Yeah, but he has to keep his head there.
I think it might take you 2 or 3 to knock him down. But the first one he's wearing, and then you're done.
I thought you were borderline the side with him, which I mean.
You almost were there. I was getting really excited.
Pounds. I mean, it'd be like.
Wait, did you say 250? Let's not. I mean, I know.
I don't know. I mean,
230.
He's like the best boxer ever.
But he's not boxing. Right. I'm not saying that he can dodge me.
He'd punch you once in the nose and break it. It would be like a Seagal movie where your nose hits your brain and you're dead.
He's got soft hands.
He doesn't have soft hands.
Yeah, he does. He's had hand injuries.
The fact that you even
230.
thought about that.
Probably 3 or 4 times he'd have to hit him. But you're gonna knock him down. Obviously, he's standing there.
How many punches do you think he's gonna take of Mayweather?
None. No, he won. He's done.
Right.
What if I train my neck? What if I train my neck?
Yeah, obviously.
What if I train my neck?
I don't think he understood.
I didn't understand the question correctly.
He punches him once, then Mayweather gets a shot.
Yeah,
then
you're probably going to get dropped.
Not if I train my neck.
Definitely get dropped.
I'm going to start training my neck.
Huh?
I'm going to start training my neck and my traps.
All right. Next up, as you guys know, one of the big fans of the program, friends of the program, is our boy Latika, who is the all-time hit leader at Arizona State, correct?
Who's second?
A single season.
Yep.
Who's second?
Am I second?
I believe you were saying 3 hits off the record. Yeah. And this could be a heated thing because I told him, I said, I think we're going to do something with Dustin. He said, oh, yeah, great guy. But he threw a little dig at you. And I'm nervous to say it right now because, oh, no, your wife's gone, so I'm glad. She said, he's not sure you're allowed to go to the ASU reunions anymore because your wife won't let you go out with the boys.
That's bullshit.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
Latika lives the wild and crazy life. So he kind of, he's been through a couple marriages.
You must have just had a reunion recently.
No, the alumni games, See, they didn't send me a packet.
That sounds a little bit
Got lost
hard
in the
to
mail.
believe.
Yeah,
Got
that's
lost
what
in
I
the
said.
mail. Okay.
So I mean, there's actually connections. My uncle was the defensive coordinator in 1997, the year they went to the Rose Bowl.
Yep.
The ori-
Jake Plum.
Yes, the original Desert Swarm. You know, they
Yep.
had Pat Tillman, everybody. I mean, they were swarming. So obviously he gets fired the year I was coming into school. So I've always had that, you know,
A little
it sticks with me.
Gotcha.
in a bad way for your own.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
like
they
it's my
slighted his
uncle.
family.
All
My
right.
uncle, you know.
I
Okay.
agree with that. Okay, that's
So,
fair.
but yeah, like I signed, went off, played. I loved ASU. I mean, I'm a Sun Devil. There are only a few chosen ones.
Yep.
But man, I didn't get a packet for the alumni game.
Lost
I'd
the mail.
play in it.
That is.
I'd play in it today. If there's an
But you're
alumni
not
game,
allowed
call
to,
me
are
up. You guys can all witness the laser show. Front row. We'll have an usher come in, give you food, drinks. Enjoy it.
All right.
It'll
Well,
be a rocket fest. And Paul LaDuca better show up.
that's a call out to
Called
Paul.
out.
'cause-
Called out.
When I played, we actually played good teams. They didn't play.
Oh!
Paulie was probably playing, you know, the junior
Club
college
teams,
tech
yeah,
of,
club
of,
teams.
of New Jersey or whatever. Not saying that they're bad or anything, but they're not just the caliber of the. You know,
I think you just picked who beat Michigan in basketball.
Yeah,
Did they?
New Jersey Institute of Technology.
That's who he just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love that. That's good to know, by the way.
How many
LaDuca.
games did he play in there? We got to research this. Don't just start throwing numbers at me 3 hits short.
True.
He might have played.
Can
in
we get a
89
stat guy on it
Back
for the
then
end of
they
the
didn't have any
show?
rules.
Can you get us some
You know what I
stats?
mean?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
we'll get
do
some
get
stats
that.
by the end of the show.
But that's like MLB. They didn't change the home run thing when Maris had it less games than. It's like your
Yeah.
games are your games. It's the
Yeah, but
same
what
thing.
he's saying
wasn't
is
that
he
a big
played-
controversy?
Yeah, but he played. It's almost like AFL.
it's
like
exactly
you
what
don't,
I just said. It's the home run thing. Maris had
No,
less
because
games.
the competition was still.
Well,
Like,
that's
How many hits
good.
did he get over a certain amount of games? Because like you know what I mean?
he's
yeah,
basically
but the home run
Okay,
record
yes,
for a long
that's
time.
fair.
Maris,
What do you have?
Yeah.
7 more games? Or
yeah, something
like
like that. So that was like a
That's
big
fair,
thing.
but I would say that if they were
Yeah, the competition
truly
doesn't matter.
playing,
That's like the Poker World Series. Like Phil Hellmuth played against 8 people and won all the things, and then there's a zillion people. So it's all different.
You got to understand, ASU college baseball is like the minor leagues. So you know, I
Not
understand-
now, it isn't, is it?
Well, come on, man.
Oh, wait, are you talking minors or like minors like
I'm
college
talking
baseball?
like it's like a minor
it's
league.
as good as the minor
Yeah,
leagues.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
you know what
right.
I mean, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, you go. They're actually tearing the stadium down, but you go in that stadium, you see the outfield. That's why I'm a big fan of Paul, because I used to try to hit his retired jersey ball out there in right center. Because I used to try to snap hook everything, and then I saw Paul LaDuca 16 retired, and I was going to try to tear it down.
Is your number retired?
No, how about that? What's going on around here?
Duca just kind of owns your
I
life.
think there could be some, you might have to graduate or something.
Oh, okay,
I'm
all right.
9 semesters short.
That's fair.
No, you definitely don't have to graduate. That's not how it works
No,
in
I don't know.
program.
I don't know.
That's interesting because at first I was going to say not getting the packet in the mail is like a dog ate my homework. I couldn't believe.
No, I really didn't. Did I get a packet from ASU?
She could be in on this whole
Yeah,
thing.
it was in the trash.
Maybe there is one.
Yeah.
Maybe there is one, but
Yeah,
it's in the,
Paul LaDuca said that you won't let me go to the alumni game. You won't let me out with the boys. That's wrong, huh?
that was the
Yeah, see,
rumor.
you're good.
That was the word on the street.
How about us just coming into Dustin Pedroia's house and just causing like marital rifts?
All right, and last one here, and we don't have to go in. Lester on the Cubs. I put my reputation on the line saying he would be back as a Red Sox because I couldn't believe they'd screw up the negotiations the way they did. I thought they played poker and lost, basically. And then, but once they realized they lost, which I'm fine with, but once you realize you lost, all right, you gotta pay the pot now because you need pitching. Everyone knows you need pitching. So I was stunned, and I'm stunned when I heard the difference in the money because in my brain, it's not that much more money for somebody like John Henry. What were your thoughts on Lester to the Cubs?
I mean, I was talking with him the whole process. I think when he got traded, because we always thought we would stay with the Red Sox our whole career. I mean, we came up together. Known each other a long time. So, it was never a thought about that. I always knew he was going to sign back until we traded him, and then it kind of put in his head that there's only you're going to have multiple teams on the back of your baseball card, and I think that hurt him. But when he called me and told me, he was upset, just to tell me the news. But I was proud of him, man. I'm happy for him. This guy, he's pitched some huge games for us. There's nobody that I felt. If I knew he was starting the game, a good chance we're going to win.
Right.
And I mean, I love him. He'll always be a Red Sox in my mind, and he's family to me. So, but I was upset.
Well, couple quick things with that. I think, first of all, Red Sox fans sometimes get a bad rap. Red Sox fans, he'll get a standing O, hands down. People love him. I think they realize that was the management screwed up. Some guys get booed. Clemens gets booed, rightfully so. And you know, Lester will get a standing O. Was it? I was on this side. You heard both things. Was he legit? We were legitimately in the running, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That wasn't just a show.
It was. When he called me, I mean, yeah, it was Red Sox and the Cubs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's loyal, man. He wanted to be, you know.
So what do you think? Because I'm a Cubs fan, and for all our Chicago Stoolies, what would you say over under wins this year in the NL?
I think he's the best pitcher in the league. I mean, there's not a.
Oh,
agreed.
That's another great question.
Agreed.
But we keep this going. Another huge debate. If you had a draft pick, and we're going to throw Lester out because he's your boy, Bumgarner or
Kershaw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty tough, man.
I'm on Bumgarner. I think the postseason.
How old are they?
They're similar ages, I believe. It's not enough.
It's
I think it's
basically
like 20,
a regular season versus
I think
guy who
Bumgarner's like
dominates the
25,
postseason.
You
Kershaw's
can't
like
go wrong
27.
with both, man. I mean,
But how much you put into the fact that Kershaw's imploded in playoffs?
I look at it as the amount of innings he's thrown to get his team to that point. You know what I mean? If he doesn't, you know, he's pitching deep into games early in the year. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he's tired. You know what I mean? What has it been, 2 postseasons? I mean,
No, it's been more than that now. It's been like 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, when he was
I
like
watched the guy
first, yeah.
last year. I mean, you guys. I mean, numbers or whatever, but I mean, he had some, you know, stuff snowball on him. I mean,
Yeah.
I think a strikeout, ball in the dirt, gets by, a broken bat hit. I mean, those are things like, you know, I'd take them both. I mean, they're obviously.
Well, I mean, that,
Well, you
wasn't,
can't take
that wasn't the
Yeah,
question. I
that's
think
not-
everybody
yeah,
would
it's like,
take
do you
them
like
both.
chocolate or vanilla? I'll take a scoop of both.
I mean, I don't think you can go wrong with either. I don't know.
Well, you
who I'd
need
face.
to
You know
answer.
what? To be honest with you, I faced Kershaw in an All-Star game, one at bat, and I've never faced Bumgarner, so Kershaw's tough.
Do you believe in the general theory of, let's take a Beckett or a Schilling or guys that doesn't matter almost what they're doing, big game, all of a sudden it's like they become unhittable?
There's guys like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
That's what Bumgarner seems like.
he's tough in the regular. You look at his numbers. His numbers are the regular season. He's tough, man.
He's good, but he's not. Postseason, he's like.
Yeah, he's postseason. What
You
he did
score a
last
run,
year,
the
that
game's
was a
over.
joke.
Right? Yeah.
He threw the next day. What, 5 innings?
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you think they should have sent Alex Gordon on that play?
no, he's been out by 10 feet.
But all right.
But we this
have
is the
so
whole
much stuff.
discussion.
He's
Yeah.
good to have here.
Yeah.
This is the perfect question. Another debate is the cutoff throw. Is there pressure for a base, or is that like
Yeah.
just making a catch? Or do you realize
The
this-
relay throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, or is that the 7th inning and the game's on the line?
Yeah.
What we said was there was a better chance for the relay throw to get screwed up than for someone to get a hit off Bumgarner at that point.
It all depends on the environment. If it's like if Fenway in April, tough throw, it's wet. You know, the ball skins on the grass, thick grass, the ball's wet. So middle infielder, I'm not trying to throw it as hard as I can. I'm trying to be accurate. So there's not going to be a lot on it. Whether when it's July and it's nice, then you're out.
Right.
So
What about the moment? What about though? It's the game 7 of the World
You
Series.
play so much. I mean, it's like
Automatic.
It's second
I mean,
nature.
it'd be like, you know, I've turned so many double plays in spring training and in practice. It's muscle memory. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't hear the crowd. I don't know the situation. You know, you're trained to do that.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was the debate.
What's the toughest pitcher you've faced in your career?
Oh, now you're taking over
Jesus,
the
man.
show.
Yeah, no problem.
No,
I'll
we-
just ask the hard hitting
I mean,
questions.
We've had some tough ones, but I think Roy Halladay.
Roy Halladay. Okay.
Yeah, Roy Halladay.
That's
Not
fine.
anymore, but he was.
Well, yeah, and when he was-
Yeah, he's
All right.
retired.
So, well, that's what I said. Not anymore.
Yeah,
Um,
I know. He's sitting on his couch.
Prediction. Let's end it with prediction. Tomorrow. What's your Sunday? What's your
Yeah.
score prediction?
Pats 28-24.
Do you think this helps? By the way, do you think they're going to be better off because of this controversy?
Yeah, without question. Yes.
28.
Controversy brings the locker room together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Us versus the world mentality.
I mean, the fried
100%.
chicken and video game did not bring you guys together. I mean, it didn't. You guys fell in the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. That was a tough.
I
go,
guess
man.
you could point to one case where it didn't work.
Yeah, that maybe proves the rule. All right, that's the rundown live from Pedroia's hot tub.